What's going on, guys? It's Chris the Tycoon here, back with another video. This is actually my second video. Right off the bat, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Show me some love. I'm new to the whole YouTube scene, I guess you want to call it. So, you know, I'd really appreciate this. Is literally my second video. Started my channel yesterday, but yeah, I just figured I'd make this video, and I just want to talk about actually my experience, because if you guys haven't seen my first video, basically I started in the vending business about a month ago. I started off with a bulk candy machine, and then I started doing just charity boxes, and so I wanted to tell this story. So I went and located all the charity boxes myself. I only have like 11 locations right now, you know, because I work a full-time job, and it's just hard to get out and, you know, all that. It's hard to go do that on top of all the other stuff I'm doing, right? So I did that probably 2-3 weeks ago now, I guess. I placed this one location. It was at this sushi bar. So I placed that location, and it was actually worked out super sweet. So I got 4 locations in this little strip mall, which was awesome, because I love that, because literally they're all right next to each other. It's awesome. So I got the sushi bar on the strip mall, right? And I placed it, and then I was like, you know, to be honest with you guys, I didn't think it'd be a very good location, to be honest with you, just because I didn't think it'd get very busy. But I came back a week later, and you know, I collected it. I collected the money, and guess how much money was inside that box? Because I walked in, and actually the one of the employees, she was talking to me about it. She was like, oh, you know, I love it, blah, blah, blah. She was talking about it, and she was like, yeah, I buy stuff from there all the time. And the box, when I went in there, the box was like almost empty. It was awesome. But then I went out to my car, which I'm in now, and then inside the box, after 1 week, the box pulled in $30. And I was like, oh my God. So like in a month, it's gonna do what? 3 times 4. It's gonna do $120 in a month. I was so, you know, so hyped, and it was just a charity box. I was so happy with that, and I was like, oh my God, it's awesome, because that's the most money I've made off a location for sure, is $30 in a week. My next closest to that, I think, is like $12 in a week, you know. So that location is was above and beyond my best location. So when I went back there probably a week ago, and I was expecting the same thing. I was like, oh my God, this location is gonna be awesome. $30 a week, that's awesome, that's amazing. So I went in there, and then I couldn't find the box, and then I was like looking around, and then I asked one of the cooks, I was like, hey, you know where the box is at? No, I'm looking around, and then he's like, we put it up by the front. And I hate when they do this. They do this all the time. Like, you'll place it in a spot. I don't know if it's because it's doing well and they don't like that people are buying stuff from it. I don't know what their deal is, but they'll like see that it's doing well, and then they'll move it to a terrible spot, and then you're like, what the, you know, like, why would you move it? It was doing so well, you know. And then he was like, oh, it's up by the front, and then of course it's like way away from the register. It's literally right by the door. And you know how like restaurants and stuff, you'll walk through the first door, and then you're in like a little tiny, like, it's almost like a little tiny closet, you know, it's almost like a waiting room, and then you walk through the next door, and they had it in that little tiny waiting room, you know, that little tiny room. So it's like right by the door. Nobody can keep an eye on it, you know, because obviously you're gonna need people being around is gonna deter people from stealing, right? Because people do the craziest things, you know, in front of you. All they might be perfect and all that, but people will do some terrible things when your back is turned, right? So, you know, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna suck, because I could see that the box was like completely empty, and you know, and then I went to switch it out, and then the one of the ladies who I spoke to and actually placed the box, you know, I talked to her, and she was like, oh yeah, you know, when I initially placed the box, she said it was all right. She was like, hey, can you just take it, because you know, we're having issues with people, and you know, they keep trying to just take the box and walk out and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you know, okay, you know, I was pretty bummed, not gonna lie, you know, but I was like, okay, you know, it is what it is. So then I went out there, and then of course these freaking, I'm not gonna say the words I want to say, just because trying to keep it PG, but these low-life individuals, we'll leave it at that, they stole all the candy and all of that, and then inside the box there was like $3. It was like, dude, like, God, you know, just these freaking terrible, I want to say so many words right here, but I can't. But just these awful people have to go and ruin it for me. They ruin it for the charity. You know, they ruin it for the employees, and they ruin it for the customers, because everybody was enjoying it. I was, you know, like I said, that one employee came up to me telling me how she loves it. You know, it's nice just to grab something, and, you know, it helps her get through the day. you know, just probably a couple people just ruined it for everybody. You know, it's honestly just a shame. It's ridiculous. You know, it's just a shame. I don't know, but yeah, I just want to make this video real quick, just talking about it, just kind of telling that story. So I thought it was interesting. Thought maybe you guys would enjoy the story. But yeah, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Other than that, hope you guys all have a wonderful, fantastic, beautiful day. Peace out, guys.